Alba? Can you take it to Mummy? Take it to Mummy. Alba. Alba. Take it to Mummy. Take it to Mummy. Take it to Mummy. Well done! Straight to Mummy! You're gorgeous! Well done! Yeah! You're gorgeous girl! Well done! Well done, baby girl! Ooh! So guys, welcome to our day. It's kind of a bit wild out there now. Just woke up from my nap. This morning didn't start off too well. I had really bad back pain. And then the TV's about to shut off, babe. I don't know. Okay. And then I started feeling very dizzy and I don't know, it was just really bizarre. My heart was pounding, so I did my blood pressure and it was like in my boots and my pulse was really high, so I don't really know what's going on with that. Haven't heard anything from my nan about my nan yet. Just text mum, I'm waiting for a call back. But yeah, that's kind of our day so far. We'll see you in a bit.
So, we haven't taken the girls out yet, and I'm thinking we might not. Yeah. See it bouncing off of like the fence and stuff. Blinking it.
I remember one day coming home from school and I was in my shorts and t-shirt and you had hair like this. My legs were red raw.
I'm not surprised.
But other than that, it looks like the rain has either very much died down or stopped now.
No, it's still exactly the same.
Fair enough. But I texted Mum asking how Nan was earlier, and it's all a little bit confusing what's going on. The nurse today seemed to think that Nan was going home tomorrow, and like even though she's still on like IV antibiotics, and she just didn't have a clue. Nan's sending mum these confusing texts, obviously because she's got like high temperatures and things like that. Whenever you've got a really bad infection, you like, no matter how old you are, you go a little bit doodally. So obviously mum's trying to sort that out. The nurse doesn't have a bloody clue. And my nan, like we said before, she lives in Manchester. And the rest of us, apart from my uncle, all live down here. And we've told Nan time and time again, she needs to move back down here, where all bar my uncle lives. Obviously she hasn't done that, so now it's the case that my mum's getting all upset. She was like crying on the phone just because she's not coping with it all. And she's been to the doctor because she's in like mega pain with her nerves. Like her nerve endings are dying because of damage in her back, which is like what I've got, but hers is really bad. And so they've increased her pain relief, but obviously it's going to take a few days to kick in, and she's just not coping that well. My sister's getting antsy because she's no longer looking after my nephew on the weekend, which, it's not my mum's job. She's the nan. She should be just looking after her grandchild every now and again, giving them every treat possible and then sending them back home. But my sister's been taking her for a ride and has just been saying like, well, I need to work this day, this day, this day, can you look after him? And it just got too much for mum, and she told her that she can't do it anymore. She can look after him like for a couple of hours during the week when she's in work, like after school and things like that, but she cannot do like the weekends like she's been doing. My mum used to be a nurse, like top nurse, matron sort of thing, and she got retired, medically retired, because she couldn't do the job anymore. So obviously she's not working anymore because of being so sick. And that's when my sister's tried taking her for a ride, and obviously it's just, at the moment, it's just all got a little bit too much. So yeah, it's just really shit all round, to be fair. She goes away next week, but I don't think she's going to be able to relax properly because she'll still be worrying. So yeah, it's all a little bit confusing about what's going on with me nan. Now my mum's getting like down in her boots. My stepdad's having to go to hospital for an appointment today about some shoulders, so she's worried about him. And obviously I've got my chest infection and I've got my appointments next week, so she's worrying about me as well. I've told her not to worry about me because I'm actually quite well compared to what I can be. But a mother never stops worrying. So yeah, that was like really hard to like try and comfort her from just over a phone. I mean, it was absolutely wonderful living in Cornwall. I absolutely love it until like stuff happens with our family, and then we're kind of screwed. So yeah, it's kind of an update for now. We're just gonna have some tea. The girls are now eating tea, and then I'm gonna keep pen paling. Wowzers, guys. The girls wouldn't stop leaving us alone. It was only drizzling at the time, and we were just out there, and it hammered down. The girls are literally soaked. I've had to, yeah, all us girls, I've had to take off my jumper because that's soaked. I had an umbrella as well, but the problem is, the umbrella, unless you have it high enough so it goes over my headrest, it runs down my back. But if I don't have it low enough, which is when it goes down my back, all of my legs gets wet. So it's trying to weigh it up for, do I get my legs wet or do I get my head and back wet, like my chest wet? So obviously for me it's better if I don't get my chest wet. So it then runs down and hits like my bum and whatever else. But my trousers are soaked. I've had to take them off and I've got a blanket on. We're just about to have tea. That's kind of it for now. We're still watching The Afterlife on Netflix. which is hilarious. If you've got Netflix, we highly recommend it. We have chuckled so much. It's got Ricky Gervais in it. Oh god, I was drinking my vanilla chai latte, and he said something at one point and it just caught me off guard, and I had a mouthful and I was just like, oh crap. So yeah, totally recommend. But yeah, hope your day's a little bit cheerier. And that's really it for now. Sorry, it's all a bit depressing really, but I was in agony with my back.
I didn't want to like say.
Oh yeah. And we were going to put this patch on. We've had them for ages and they are freaking amazing. But I said to Sophie, she's like, why haven't you put your patch on? My lower back's a little bit hairy, like everybody's is. But I've got polycystic ovary syndrome, so my hair, like I get more on my face and you just tend to get a little bit more hair. And I just kept putting off about putting this patch on because every time we take it off it hurts so much. So I've actually failed with putting that on. Alba just came over to come snuggle me, and she's really, really cold from when we went out and took them out earlier. So I've wrapped her up and hopefully it'll warm her up. Oh, snuggly is she? She's gorgeous. Look at these guys. This is how absolutely... Oh, girls. So much for showing the vlog. Sorry, guys. Oh, there's another one back. Look at how soaked she is. Oh, no. Off. Oh, my God. She pulled the blanket back and just got my leg. Good Lord.
No,
jump down.
Jump down, baby girl.
Up and down. Up and down.
Off.
Sorry about that. Look at Pickle. Can you see me? Can you? What's with your Ariel? Is that a cute Ariel?
I'm tributing around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gorgeous? Dixie just came over and gave Alba a bit of a nudge and then came and sat next to her. It's so sweet. How cute is that? See, family, I was just sick, I need a hug. She was obviously next to me because you guys have just seen. And then she bolted onto the floor and she was really sick. Give me. Hey, you're okay. Don't know what that was all about. But it was quite a bit, which is very unusual for Alba to be sick. Oh, she's watching Soap clean up and she looks really sad. You're okay though, aren't you? Yeah, you're okay. So we are having to check his teeth a minute because of you playing with some string, and I did this. You know, isn't he a happy little boy? Say cheese. No. So it's not amused.
I can't see.
Look at this, guys. It's like an LED light strip put into the word love, obviously. And we got it from Poundland. But it was £5. Don't get, like, what's the word? Caught in by the word Poundland, basically, innit?
Yes, so.
Yeah, because not everything's a pound. But it's so beautiful. We were going to hang it on the wall somewhere, but Soph put it there and it just looks quite nice in the little window. Good evening.
Hi.
So sorting out the doll treats. Another temperature tonight. Soph and I was just talking about it. The last time I was having this, like, I only get temperatures in the evening, night time. The last hour, that's really not helpful, girl. Look at mummy. Yeah, that's even worse. The last time I had this, I had a staph infection.
Sorry, I just remembering how cute a little you were. It was like...
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I do really need to get off a sputum, but it is really hard to do it because I struggle, like, clearing my chest. I've always struggled. I mean, I am supposed to do physio, but I don't always do it because sometimes it hurts. Sometimes I just can't be bothered. I generally do it when I'm like really productive, but I fail at routine physio. I admit that. But yeah, it's just getting very frustrating that I'm having like high temperatures in the evening, and when I go to clinic it'll be midday, so the chances of me having a temperature then is slim. So I don't know what's going to happen. Only time will tell. But we were going to do my hair today, and actually we were both up for doing it energy wise, but when Sophie went to get all the the dyes, we didn't have any brushes left, and we don't have no money until next week, so dyeing my hair is off the agenda till next week, unless we go to Poundland. Thinking about it.
I was going to say I could go to Poundland tomorrow.
Yeah, be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, they do quite a lot of
multi-packs as well, don't they?
Sure, they change it up quite a lot.
Yes, so we shall have a look then. Alba, that's really unhelpful. And you've just farted. She's like doesn't even care. She's in a complete world of her own with her treat ball that she's not even realised it's seeped out her ass.
Her giant eyebrows, I have to say.
Yeah.
See her giant eyebrows?
Yeah.
Giant eyebrows.
It's because of them going out in the rain today. It's really set their hair differently.
Yeah. Now I've got eyebrows.
Yeah. Big, fluffy ones.
Yeah.
They're well happy because they got the baker's treats back in these ones today.
Yeah, they're like the bacon...
Sizzlers?
Yeah, but I think these ones are the beef.
Yeah. I think she just dropped some, yeah. She dropped some and didn't see it then, bless her. So yeah, that's been our day. And Alba's ear. Oh, crap. And again, she really doesn't care.
I'm just enjoying myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
With my giant eyebrows.
Yeah. Hopefully, we can figure out something with my hair tomorrow.
Yay.
But yes. What have you been up to today? Dixie's going for it down there. Let us know in the comments. But for now, we'll see you tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thursday, April 4th. From chaos to calm. And they came to him and awoke him, saying, Master, Master, we are perishing. Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging of the water, and they ceased, and there was a calm. Our hearts go out to the disciples who faced the storms while travelling in a small boat upon the sea. How terrified they must have been as the small vessel tipped this way and that, thunder crashing ahead, rain pouring down on their heads, lightning streaking across the sky. Jesus was never afraid of the storm. In fact, he was able to sleep through it, completely at peace. How we long to be like him. How wonderful to trust him so fully that we can be at rest, even when storms rage around us. With just a word, our precious Saviour can calm the storms in our lives. He speaks and thunder seals its lips. He lifts his hand and lightning tucks itself way behind the cloud. Even drops of rain cease at his command. There will be storms, but you can trust Jesus to stay in the boat with you, even when you're tipping to and fro. He'll never leave you. He's right there whispering, "Peace, be still." Lord, so many times I've found myself in the proverbial raging seas, and it's exhausting. Fear overwhelms me. Thank you for the reminder that a simple word, a whisper from you, and storms in my life cease. Speak now, Father, I pray. Amen.